Hi, I'm Joshua Little, and I'm going to show you just what I built in Minecraft 1.7 so far. I'll start with this little useless contraption here. It was originally going to be a crusher until I realized it could never actually crush anything, but by then I put too much work in it not to finish it. Basically, yeah, you step on this thing, these two sets of pistons retract, and these pistons push out, revealing whatever was hidden behind that wall. It's not completely worthless, though. I guess you could put like jack-o'-lanterns or soul sand there and give someone a scare, or if they ever allow you to push a chest, a storage chest, you could put that behind there and activate it somehow. Kind of cool. Yeah, let's take a look at how it works. You got these pressure plates here that provide power to these two redstone here, which provides power to this block here, retracting that piston. So we got a tower over here going up that powers those same pistons at the same time, so they're all synchronized. We also got this line here with just a 1 tick delay pushing these pistons out, so that everything lines up correctly when you're activating it. So it's all nice. Of course, when you're retracting, you want to make sure that these pistons here push out slightly after these pistons retract, which is the opposite of before. You wanted these to retract before these pushed out. So basically, these vertical pistons here have to be active for slightly longer than these ones, or else the timing just doesn't work and it never retracts. So the way we do that is with this little mechanism here. You'll also see later on. Basically, when the pressure plates provide power here, this block gets power immediately. So these retract immediately. However, it's also providing power to this block through this delay here. So when they lose power from here, this block loses power from this wire, but still got a tick of power through here before the off signal makes it all the way through, which means that these pistons are actually this block here is actually receiving power from when these are pushed down to 1 tick after they are released, and so these pistons are able to push back down when these are retracting and everything lines up all nicely. Alright, this little contraption here is what I call the escape route. Basically, running away from someone, you want to get away without them being able to follow you. You can just jump right on down here. It closes up behind you, you're gone out, get in a boat or whatever, go away. And all the while, lava! So not only do you have to mine through the 2 blocks that pushes in the way, you also have to get through the lava in order to chase you, and gives you plenty of time to get away. Pretty simple, but I like it. Yeah. Now, if you just give me 1 second through the wonders of TV magic, I can reset this and show you exactly how it works. Alright, here we are again. Let me just break out of the side here so we can see how it works properly. So you got all the way back here at the bottom, you got that pressure plate here. Activates the redstone wire there. Just winds up this tower. It activates that first piston there. Comes up through here. The second piston is right behind that block there, I believe. So it's also providing power to the second piston right away. It keeps up coming through here, hits the repeater since it's running out of wire length to run on. And we got up here to the sticky piston here. When you press on the pressure plate, this sticky piston extends out. And then when you get off this pressure plate, it retracts in, taking the block with it. And then right underneath there is the escape route right there, so dumps lava on anybody chasing after you right away. Especially if they're not looking up. It's like, why is the pathway getting lighter for some reason? You know, reason why you never mine upwards. But yeah, then pushes this out. You know, see it in action again. So yeah, so lava comes in right through there. These 2 blocks right here are the 2 blocks that come out and drop. See? Right away they come out here. And lava. Alright, on to the next contraption. This little thing here is called a wall builder. can't take credit for the idea all by myself. I read about it on the wiki. The design's all mine. Let's turn it on. Yeah. As you may have guessed, it does exactly what its name implies. Builds a wall for you. Comes building up here. Right in here is a cobblestone generator, so you never run out of building materials. And basically, these pistons here will continue to push in the this cobblestone here up here until that's about 12 blocks high, because that's the most these pistons can actually push. And so basically, the cobblestone just hits there after that, and then the piston in here will push the cobblestone over to the next piston, building the next column of wall. You can see if you try and destroy some of the wall, it'll automatically repair itself. You can destroy it faster than it can repair itself. It's not that hard, but, you know, still pretty cool. You want to make your house creeper-proof, I suppose. Just create a bunch of these buried underground where they can't be reached. See how it works. Basically, you got this thing right here. It's basically just a long clock. You got to make sure the period's long enough so that the cobblestone generator can generate the next piece of cobblestone, or else you're basically just been swatting at air. You won't be able to actually build anything very quickly. But yeah, down here we got the cobblestone generator. It's just lava here, water over there. Every time this block extends, it pushes the cobblestone in there out and retracts back in, leaving that spot under this piece of dirt empty. The water and lava go back in, create another piece of cobblestone. Now, once this cobblestone reaches over here and goes all the way up, it's not going to be building anymore because I got this extended piston out here. You can limit the horizontal and vertical size of the built wall by placing either extended pistons or obsidian, or really just any block that a piston can't push, I suppose. I don't really like to use obsidian because it takes so long to tear down, especially when I'm prototyping something like this. So I generally use just an extended piston. They don't take too long. So yeah, it's a wall builder. It's pretty cool. But yeah, you got to make sure that these pistons come down just before this piston tries to push out, so you can actually push the cobblestone out. So, yes, on to the next contraption. Here we have my short little elevator. You walk up, you can walk over that, pushes you all the way up. From the other direction, you're walking over here, that summons the elevator, and you get to drop down here without just having to, you know, free fall like a savage. Well, let's take a look at how it works. You got the pressure plate here, activates the redstone wire, goes through 2 delays, so that basically you reach the elevator before it goes up. Wouldn't be a very useful elevator if just smashed in your face. So goes through the delays, goes over here, activates the bottom piston right here by providing power to this cobblestone down here. That pushes that bottom piston up. We want to make sure the bottom piston goes up before the top piston. Now on its way up, that's pretty easy. We just supply power to where the top piston's gonna be, not where it is. That way the top piston can't go up before the bottom piston doesn't have any power yet. Now when going back down, we have to be a little bit more creative. So we have, for instance, this little contraption here. Like with the first thing I showed off, we want, when it goes up, we want this piston right here to go up first, then that piston. But when it comes down, right down, we want that piston to go down, and then that piston to go down. So basically, that piston needs to be up longer than that piston off of the same signal. So what we do is got here, this receives power. As you recall from before, basically that block right there is receiving power, which is providing power to that piston. So this little delayer takes the power from that block, routes it around here to that block, which also powers that piston. So that piston won't turn off until both the power directly from the pressure plate goes off, and the power around here goes off. It's just like before. So that's a 6-tick delay, so it's on for 6 ticks longer. Right here we have the same thing, you know, just so it stays up long enough for you to actually get off the elevator without going back down. You got a 4-tick delay this time though, so this one will actually retract about 2 ticks before the upper one. And so it works all nicely like that, see? And it stays up long enough for you to get off. Then you got this pressure plate, as before. You'll notice that when you step on that pressure plate, it comes up right away. It's because that pressure plate, it's actually right there. So it's providing power straight to this redstone wire, which goes to everything bypassing these 2 delays. That way you don't have to wait for the elevator to go all the way up when you want to come down. Really no point for that. So yeah, it's a nice elevator. Fortunately, it only works at on the corner because of all of this stuff you gotta have. Yeah. But hey, you know, nothing's ever perfect. This Titanic construction is the most recent thing I've made out of pistons. Also the most devious, really. It's really the only nice working trap I have made so far, than the basic crusher. Let me show you how it works. Say you got some adversary wandering your halls, and they're either too stupid or just too lazy to avoid random pressure plates they find in the ground. So basically he's walking through here, and bam! Ow. Now what the heck just happened, you may be wondering. Well, and now I'm dumped all the way down here in, well, it's currently water, but I guarantee you in a trap it wouldn't exactly be water, nor would there be an exit. So, let's show you exactly what just happened, and I don't know why those blocks don't always like to retract. Let's pull these away so we can actually see what happens. Alright, you'll see up there we have sticky pistons right here. So you go in here, sticky pistons push down. When there's dirt here, it'll start to suffocate you, right? Now you may or may not remember in recent update by Notch, relatively recent, makes it so that characters will actually gravitate towards an open space when they're suffocating. In this case, it'd either be right over there, right over there. Right now, in this trap, I actually use that to my advantage. As you may notice, basically, when you step on this, the ground here actually retracts, and then these 2 things here push out, so that basically, when you gravitate outwards, really the only thing that could possibly way you could possibly go is right down here, and whatever the guy decides to put down here. I would put lava if I really didn't like the guy, and then, well, now you're stuck down here. They don't have any time to really get out of here before you die, especially if you didn't know what was coming and confused. And then, you know, bam. It's pretty nice. I'll show you it again, just see how quickly it works. It's, you know, pretty darn quick. Walking along, oh crap, and dead. I think it's pretty cool. But yeah. Yeah. That's pretty much how it works there, or pretty much what it does. Show you how it works real quickly before we, it gets too dark and we get blown up and stuff. So, on this side, and it's the same on the other side, it's completely symmetric. We got the wire coming in from down there, that's right there is activated by the pressure plates. It comes in here, goes through this torch inverter, and activates these pistons here, so that basically these things are retracted. These things are only retracted when you push on those pressure plates. It comes up through an inverter here, and basically all this redstone wire here activates the 2 pistons on the side, which close off the escape, so that you can't even accidentally escape. And up here, which it pushes down the suffocator, pushing you in. It's not too complicated once you figure out how all the different ways pistons can acquire power. I mean, it seems like they can acquire power through thin air. So yeah, that's pretty cool, and it works. And just one last time for good measure. Ow, and dead. I really like it. So, last little contraption there. Pretty cool. So, that's what I've made in Minecraft 1.7 so far. I ask you, what have you guys been making? pretty interesting to find out. There's a lot of cool things you can make with it, certainly, and I don't believe I've reached the end of it at all. So, comment, like, whatever. And, see you all later.